Get ready for the action, because the Knicks are locked in for the Eastern Conference Finals for the second straight year after sweeping the 76ers. We break down everything we know about the Knicks' schedule and the potential opponents awaiting them in this intense run to the NBA Finals.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
But the excitement doesn't stop there. We dive deep into the latest sneaker drop as Nike releases a special Knicks Air Force 1 Low in just one New York City store, featuring the team's iconic orange and blue design, and you need to see this exclusive gear. Now, let's talk about the roster. We examine the situation surrounding OG Anunoby as the Knicks move into the conference finals, exploring the market speculation on when the star player might return and what that means for the team's depth. Finally, we look at the massive statement dropping from ESPN commentator Kendrick Perkins about Jalen Brunson, declaring him the greatest Knicks of all time, and what this means for the team's shot at the NBA Finals. Don't miss out. Tune in now for all the latest. The New York Knicks enter the Eastern Conference Finals with significant momentum, following a dominant sweep of the Philadelphia 76ers. With a potential NBA Finals berth within reach, the focus is now shifting to the conference finals schedule and potential matchups. The NBA has set the standard start date for the 2026 Eastern Conference Finals for Tuesday, May 19, though an expedited start on Sunday, May 17, remains a possibility if the second-round matchup between the Cleveland Cavaliers and Detroit Pistons concludes quickly. The May 17 start date hinges on the outcome of the Cavaliers-Pistons series, which currently stands at 2-1 in favor of the 1-seeded Detroit. Cleveland, the 4-seed, won Game 3 at home and will host Game 4 on Monday. A potential Game 6 between the Cavaliers and Pistons is scheduled for May 15, and if that contest determines the Knicks' opponent, the NBA might opt for the May 19 start to ensure both teams have adequate rest. Analysts suggest that while the Knicks benefit from the rest afforded by their sweep, managing rest is crucial to maintain the team's current chemistry. The overall timeline suggests the conference finals could conclude around May 31 or June 1 if a Game 7 is required, as the NBA has already slated the NBA Finals to begin on June 3. The home court advantage for the Knicks in the ECF is contingent on the second-round result. If the Pistons advance as the 1 seed, New York would host Games 3, 4, and Game 6. Conversely, if the Cavaliers advance, New York, as the 3 seed, would secure home court advantage for Games 1 and 2, plus Games 5 and a potential Game 7. Facing Detroit presents a potential challenge, as the Pistons hold home court advantage in any round they advance, and Detroit boasts a strong home record. However, the Cavaliers' home performance this season, coupled with the Knicks' strong home record at the Garden, positions New York favorably should they face Cleveland. Head coach Mike Brown's team has previous success against the Cavaliers in the regular season, bolstering the Knicks' confidence in navigating the series. The New York Knicks celebrated a significant victory with a special, team-themed sneaker release from Nike, available exclusively in one New York City store. Nike has launched the Air Force 1 Low PRM Knicks, a sneaker featuring a premium build in the team's signature orange and blue colors. The design prominently utilizes bright orange tumbled leather across the majority of the upper, accented by blue detailing on the mustache and swoosh, along with a white tongue. Contrast stitching is integrated throughout the design, and Nike's NYC logo is featured on the tongue patch and mustache, complemented by a metal lace doubry. A small blue swoosh is also visible at the bottom of the eyestay, finished with a white midsole over a gum outsole. The launch was promoted through a partnership with the Instagram account at Cyticnic, which captures the excitement of Knicks fans, featuring a promotional video of fans reacting to the sneakers. This team-specific collaboration is part of a broader sneaker strategy, as a similar orange and blue treatment is slated for the Kobe 3 Low Protro later this year, exclusive to Jalen Brunson, and the star also wore a Star Wars-inspired Kobe 6 Protro PE in a recent game. The Nike Air Force 1 Low PRM Knicks is strictly available for in-person purchase at Nike's new Soho store, located at 611 Broadway. Pairs will be offered on a first-come, first-served basis through Monday, with a retail price of $130. The question of OG Anunoby's return looms large as the New York Knicks advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. Anunoby, a key contributor, is sidelined after straining his right hamstring late in Game 2 against Philadelphia, although the Knicks swept the series. The focus has shifted from if he will return to when, according to market sentiment. Prior to the injury, Anunoby posted highly efficient two-way statistics in the postseason, including 21.4 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.9 steals, 1.1 blocks, and a 61.9% field goal percentage. While the team remains competitive without him, his presence significantly elevates the Knicks' performance. The market is currently treating his return before the Eastern Conference Finals as a toss-up, with his contract value having dropped by 19 points since it was initially opened, placing his probability at 45%. Coach Mike Brown has maintained a vague stance, deferring the decision entirely to the medical staff, a communication style that does not typically signal an imminent positive update. Contextual factors include Anunoby's previous injury history, having missed 4 straight games with a left hamstring strain at a similar stage in the 2024 playoffs. Conversely, the longer-dated contract suggests a more optimistic outlook, with market data indicating a 95% probability of return, covering the remainder of the postseason. Traders are pricing in a return at some point, though not necessarily immediate. The Knicks are the current market favorite to represent the Eastern Conference in the 2026 NBA Finals, suggesting that if market predictions hold true, this scenario offers Anunoby the best path back. The 19-point drop in contract valuation is seen as a significant indicator, reflecting either continued silence from injury reports or the reality of hamstring recovery timelines under playoff intensity. The developing market scenario suggests that the Knicks may enter the conference finals shorthanded. While New York possesses the depth to compete regardless, Anunoby's dual impact on both offensive and defensive ends is deemed irreplaceable by committee. The team has demonstrated its ability to win without him, but the outcome of a conference finals presents a different challenge. The ongoing market analysis centers on whether the Knicks' performance in this high-stakes environment will sustain the narrative for Anunoby's return. The New York Knicks have firmly established themselves as a legitimate contender for the NBA Finals, moving beyond mere hype to become a serious threat in the postseason. Following a dominant victory over the Philadelphia 76ers, the team's momentum has surged, fueling significant optimism surrounding the championship pursuit. Adding considerable weight to the narrative is a bold declaration from ESPN commentator Kendrick Perkins regarding star Jalen Brunson. Perkins asserted that if Brunson leads the team to a championship, he will be considered the greatest Knicks of all time. Perkins placed Brunson in an elite echelon, comparing him to Steph Curry and Isaiah Thomas as one of the few small guards under 6 feet who possesses the capability to lead a franchise to a title, suggesting that traditional comparisons are now irrelevant if the mission is achieved. Perkins also delivered a definitive statement regarding other potential contenders, signaling the end of speculation surrounding Giannis Antetokounmpo. With Karl-Anthony Towns demonstrating peak performance in his Knicks career, Perkins stated he no longer wishes to hear any such conversations, noting that KAT is averaging 6.6 assists in the postseason. Perkins further highlighted the Knicks' deep roster, emphasizing their significant depth coming out of the East and their strong performance on both ends of the floor. Currently, Jalen Brunson is performing at a high level, averaging 27.4 points per game heading into the 2026 playoffs, showcasing impressive scoring precision. His performance against the 76ers was notable, including 35 points in Game 1 and 33 points with 9 assists in Game 3, helping the Knicks build a commanding lead. the team's path to the finals leads to an Eastern Conference Finals matchup against either the Detroit Pistons or the Cleveland Cavaliers, with Detroit currently holding a 2-1 series lead. Analysts anticipate Brunson will continue to elevate his game against any tough opponent, including potential matchups against Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers. Recent predictive models reflect this growing confidence, with a Sportsline model now projecting a 52% chance for the Knicks to win the East and a 20.6% shot at the NBA title, figures that have seen substantial increases since the start of the postseason.